today I'm going to do something special today. I've had a weekly request to review Usual Suspects from my good friend. Usual Suspects, great film, guys. Came out in 1999, I believe. Directed by Bryan Singer. Uh, um, I was actually discussing this film earlier because I was on about the greatest endings in a film of all time, and this one definitely has one. It's the most unexpected ending there is because I'm gonna get to the story. Story basically consists of it's basically a detective story for yourself and the main guy who is detecting the investigating this Kaiser Soze sort of mysterious character. Well, who's Kaiser Soze, you ask? Kaiser Soze is this sort of ghostly presence throughout this film. There's lots of myths about him throughout the film. They say he's a ghost. They say he's not real. Say he's like round the back. Um, they just make up stories about him. He's like this boogeyman of the crime sort of situation he's in. And then we have this lonely cripple who's interrogated about his involvement in the crimes he's been in throughout the week of prior of this sort of sort of incident that's happened, which has leaded him to be cast by the police. Unfortunate, but it has to happen. You have basically starring in Usual Suspects is obviously most iconic is what's his name? Kevin Spacey. The, the probably one of the best actors we have around here. And I believe there's also Spanish guy who's in Snatch. He's a four-fingered Freddy. What's his name? It's really annoying me because I can't actually remember his name, but he has this weird sort of tough guy presence throughout the film. And then what I love about this film is the whole detective sort of and you have Gus Dufresne. I was actually discussing this earlier because Gus Dufresne is from Breaking Bad, and Breaking Bad is after this in 2005, I believe. But you have Gus Dufresne, who's the main Spanish doctor who's in the hospital. He's that guy. Anyway, I love how the story goes and it progresses throughout the whole. What I love about this film is how intense moments are in the film. You want to believe what they want to say, but then in the back of your mind, you kind of believe, no, he's making this up. This is some fantasy in his head. It's actually most efficient when you go back and watch it again, because I advise you definitely to watch it once. If you're definitely new to the film, go and watch it, and basically you'll enjoy it. You'll like it. You won't appreciate it, but that's what happens later. You watch it, you like it, you enjoy the film, you like the characters, you eat it all up, and you enjoy it. It's very nice. And then you watch it again, and then you kind of become obsessed. You become obsessed with this sort of idea of the amount of lies in this film. It's quite clever how they did this. Bryan Singer is just a genius, really. How he even managed to this is sort of Nolan level or Shyamalan level sort of writing, but in recent years Shyamalan's probably gone broken down, sort of floor of hell. That's probably why he did what's his name, Devil. Yeah, he did film about an elevator with a devil in. Ooh, scary devil, a possessed elevator. But back to Usual Suspects. Yes, that's what I was on about. Before I watched Usual Suspects, all my friends were on about all these other rubbish films like what was it, Hunger Games, whatever rubbish film came out that year of Hunger Games, I would say. But probably there was probably good ones, but they're normally neglected over like Hunger Games and Maze Runner. And sadly, I believe that's what happened to Usual Suspects in 1999. That would have been Matrix and probably Fight Club, but then Fight Club obviously also is one of the main ones that got bombed as well. Yeah, Fight Club. Sadly, it didn't do that well, and for critics didn't really like it. But then you have Usual Suspects, which is a very good film, very enjoyable, and it's one of those films that you have. It's not the same. It's not the same once you experience it once. It's like yeah, it's just odd presence really in the film. There's this odd, weird presence throughout the film, and I really don't want to spoil it. And I'm trying really hard not to spoil it because it's a very enjoyable film, and I would probably say yeah, it's probably one of my favorite films out there, especially in the genre it is, which is like mysterious crime thriller sort of film, and it's very yeah, it's very fun. It's just it's very yeah, I'd probably say it's very cleverly written from how yeah, it's just very cleverly written and basically Bryan Singer is a genius at writing these sort of yeah, these sort of films, I guess. Yeah, um, amazingly directed by him as well. But yeah, I'll probably give this film about probably 4 out of 5 because after you watch it once and twice and maybe actually no, it is worth watching 3 times because after watching it twice, you kind of forget what happened, and then you kind of pick up on even more stuff that happened, and it's just a puzzle piece that you just get thrown at more pieces and pieces of the puzzle, which never complete really. It's just very interesting and very fun really, as I like puzzles, and yeah, I'd probably give this a 4 out of 5 because yeah, I'm not really that big fan of Kevin Spacey, to be fairly honest. It's just he's just too like no his acting style is not really actually no he's actually very good actor actually it's probably where I probably yeah 4 out of 5 because it's just it's not it's good, it's just not the best. Actually, no, it's probably the best. It's just like it's probably one of the best in its genres, really, like film, like mystery sort of crime thing. So yeah, I'd probably give it 4 out of 5. Yeah, it's right. 4 out of 5 for Usual Suspects. That's been my review for Usual Suspects. Come and see you next time for another Steve reviews. Steve.